Before working on any firearm, make sure the magazine is empty and removed. Also make sure the chamber is empty and the firearm is unloaded.
Hello folks, this is Sean with Rock Island Armory. Today I'm going to show you the disassembly or reassembly of one of our brand new models. This is the 2011 A2 VZ, A2 meaning double stack high capacity frame. This particular model is the 9mm. Alright, to start the disassembly, what first you're going to do is remove the magazine. Ensure that it's empty. Check the chamber, ensure that everything's empty and clear. Alright, gonna line up the slide with the disassembly notch on the slide to pull out the slide stop. With the slide stop removed, set it aside. Okay. Then we're gonna take the frame and set it aside. We're gonna do the disassembly of the slide first. Alright. Suggest you get a bushing wrench. Anytime you got a full-length guide rod, it makes disassembly and reassembly a lot easier. So you're going to push down on the spring plug, rotate the barrel bushing clockwise to where it stops. Keep pressure with your thumb on the spring plug. Remove the spring plug, the spring, and the full-length guide rod. Set it aside. All right, next step you're going to do is take the barrel bushing, rotate it counterclockwise, pull the barrel and bushing out, set both of those to the side. All right, next step is to remove the firing pin stop, firing pin spring, and extractor. Suggest you get an extractor tool, a 1911 extractor tool, disassembly tool. I believe I got this one from Brownells. Makes this section quite a bit easier. First, we're going to do is depress the firing pin, pull down, keep your thumb pressed over it for your firing pin don't go shooting off. Take your stop, set it aside, firing pin, set it aside, tip the gun upside down, remove the firing pin spring. Next step, this is the 9mm model. The extractor is a little different on the 9mm. So on this, it's really good to have a tool like this. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press down on the extractor, okay, and you can see that the hook, I don't know if you're able to see that, the hook rides quite a bit over onto the breech face of the gun. With this little angled tool, you're able to press down, press away and down to get the extractor up and over the groove so you don't damage the extractor. Okay, once you have it pressed down and in to where your extractor's sticking out quite a bit from the back, then you take your extractor tool, press, remove the extractor. Okay, with the extractor removed, you set your slide aside. That's the disassembly of the slide. Next step is on the frame. Okay, the frame on these is a little different than a standard A1 single stack frame. This one has a built-on mag well. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is remove the thumb safeties. Now I got a razor knife. I use it because it's got a nice thin blade. I can get back behind the rear tang of the safety and the frame without damaging anything. You got a safe mode and a fire mode. To get the thumb safeties off, you're going to put it about halfway and then pry up to remove, once that's out, then you can remove the left side. Remember to pull up and away. All right. From here, you're going to want to press the trigger, have your thumb here to catch the hammer. Let it come all the way forward so it doesn't damage the frame. All right. Next step is to remove the mainspring housing pin, and that will take the mag well loose and for us to get to the backfire controls of the weapon. All right, well, a small punch with the pin out. Take your mag well, your mainspring housing pin. Grip safety will come off the back. All right, next step is to pull the mainspring housing out, set it aside. Okay, from there, I pull the sear spring out of the way. All right, next step is to remove the hammer. To do that, you just take a small punch, press the pin out, pin will come right out, hammer will come right out. All right, next step is we're going to remove the sear and disconnector. And to do that, you press down on the sear pin, get the sear pin out, sear and disconnector will come right out. Once those two items are out, now you're ready to remove the trigger. To remove the trigger, you're going to have to remove the mag catch. All right, so you're going to want to depress the mag catch, and you're going to rotate. Once you fill that little notch in, you're going to rotate it counterclockwise all the way up. Mag catch comes out. Okay, on this particular weapon, we have to remove the grip panels before we can remove the trigger. All right, because the grip panels come back and wrap around. All right, so we're going to have to remove the grips. These are really nice grips. They're the ones that we got made by VZ. Okay, with the grips removed, now you can get the trigger out. So you're just going to press the trigger, and it'll come right out. Make sure you clean all the lubricant. You see this gun's right out of the bag. There's still quite a bit of rust preventative on the gun. You want to make sure you get all that wiped out of the gun and cleaned out, and then lube with a good firearms lubricant.